Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's always me. Actually, sorry, it's your host, Nemo. And today I'm joined by another host, as always, Chase. Hello. Copyright
Yeah, at
strike
this point,
incoming.
at this at this point, I'm kind of the co-host.
Yeah, pretty much. I got some good reference for pterosaurs, so we're going to start with that today, as the title suggests. Host. Yes, hello, Kittlefim.
Fiddle and Fem.
Yeah, it's just one huge entity now. One larger entity.
Oh, you know what? I should ask this since he's here.
Yes.
Fiddle, I was thinking of streaming Rocket League with Nemo later. I don't know if you have that, and I don't know if it's cross-play, but I think he and I both have it on the Epic launcher.
It is crossplay.
Okay, so like if you have it on Steam, you can play with somebody who has it on Epic.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to join us,
or
Fiddle.
PlayStation also.
Yeah, if you've got it, if you got Rocket League, Fiddle, or Kim, if you want to join us, that would be cool.
Yes, because we need 4 players for a team, so it's really fun and addicting.
I don't know if Cheese has it, but I'm also not sure if he's going to be available.
You might have Epic. I don't know about the game though, or if you ever played it.
If you don't have it, it's free on Epic.
Yeah, it's always free. So.
Well, I think you have to pay for it on consoles, but they give you more stuff, right? Like you get like a bunch
be,
of cosmetic
yeah,
things.
because there's a lot of not pay to win, but pay to paint. I don't know, pay to decorate in this game. So
I mean, I prefer that model though. It's not like you have to pay to be good at the game. It's more like you can pay to fix up your car or whatever. I prefer that over pay to win.
Yeah, I have the basic car just with a few color stripes, but it's pretty much the basic one. So I've got a lot of very specific anatomical reference. Now, technically, disclaimer: pterosaurs are not dinosaurs; they are pterosaurs. So let's just pretend they are because it's Dinovember and they look like they're flying reptiles, so it's fine. I'm gonna copy a couple, I guess. The problem is obviously that we do not have photos. Best I can get is some museum reproductions. So these are all gonna be pretty weird and sideways, probably. But again, since I've got the anatomical reference, I can easily figure out the various parts. And one interesting thing about pterosaurs is the very, very, very long metatarsals, or carpals, metacarpals, because it's like they have, as you can, it still gets stuck. As you can see here, it still has the normal elbow, and then it's got the wrist, but the metacarpals are extremely long. And so that's what you usually see when you got the pterosaur walking, because this is like other parts, and it's like propping itself up on these two things, basically, because the hands are the fingers are there. So very interesting. And they're discovering a huge variety, or they're cataloging a huge variety in the recent years, which is very nice to see. They've got these very interesting crests, which is something I was referring to. I believe this one I'm copying is the Quetzalcoatlus.
I was getting ready to mention that one. I really like that.
Yeah. Although they're not sure about the neck yet, like, I know they are kind of revising some things about these, like, well, maybe the neck shouldn't be that long. I don't know. They seem to be unsure. It kind of makes it look goofy a little bit, but it's got to be probably very light. Apparently, they had a lot of air sacs throughout the body so that it could weight less.
Well, yeah, they were gigantic too.
No, I mean the Quetzalcoatlus is basically a 747. So
yeah, I mean, like I was seeing like artist renditions of them, and like they were about as tall as a giraffe when they're on land.
Yeah.
So
What I might actually do, unlike the previous one, where it's a little easier to find images of theropods for obvious reasons. I might just get the gist of some of them and then redraw them in other poses to better understand like the mechanics of them and maybe also the flight mechanics to be able to figure out some interesting poses. We'll see. Oh, very interesting though. Actually, apparently there is a website called pteros.com that's like an encyclopedia just for pterosaurs, which is pretty cool. That's where I got some of these images this morning. Very nice. Really interesting in general. Like pterosaurs are actually I wasn't a big fan, but the more I read about them and the more I just see the variety of forms they had, they were pretty interesting animals on their own.
yeah, I just went to that website you mentioned just to check it out, and there's some really interesting creatures here.
Yeah, like some of them have, you would think it's a work of design.
Yeah,
some of them are extremely weird.
Like the Luopterus, it's like a frog pterosaur. And then there's the Sonomacrops, which almost looks like a bat. It looks like a mammalish even.
Some of them are extremely strange looking. Am I not seeing the chat, or is it okay? Nobody's writing. Okay, let me just check that.
I was getting ready to ask. Nobody said anything.
Because it might be. No, it works for me. So unless it broke for everybody else, like the other day, it should be okay-ish. All right, let me go back here. So let me zoom in on my reference, as you can't tell. The Quetzalcoatlus is skull, so the eye should be somewhere like here. Probably the ear chamber.
Oh god, look at this one.
Let's see.
The teeth on that is awesome, actually.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I forgot its name. It's like a Boreopterus.
Boreopterid, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it has like a Hasandong. It must be like Chinese.
Yeah. They found him in China. Let me save it to my references. I want to copy it. Some of them are just so cool. So freaking cool. Again, because there's a lot of variety in the crests. I also got apparently there is one that's actually called Aerodactyl. So it's not like they made up the name. It's actually called like that. So an Aerodactyl actually existed. It's not just a Pokemon name. I spent a good, I think about an hour this morning looking through the website. It's very interesting. And there's a lot of information too, and it talks about the various biomes where they lived and whatnot.
Did you know that Aerodactyl's Japanese name is just Terra?
No.
Wow. English name is much better.
Overall, yes. Overall, they are much better. I think this seems to be shorter.
I'm assuming the actual Aerodactyl is probably not a pterodactyl, though.
No. I saw it this morning. I forgot what it looks like, though. Honestly. It was... I'm not sure it was on the website. It could have been on that website. Because it was in a long list, and it just caught my eye, because I know it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Aerodactylus. That's what it was called. This one looks like it has fur.
Some of them do, yeah.
Apparently, they named it after the Pokemon, though.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
That's weird. But okay. I've got some interesting. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna post my references later in the dinosaur challenge channel on the Discord, because some of these are just useful, like this, like the various wing attachments are pretty interesting as a creature designer, because you can find a lot of variety even if they kind of look the same. But it's interesting to see, like, some of them have the forward pointing finger, basically. Pteroid, apparently it's called. And it makes a difference in the wing shape, which I think is pretty cool. Like some of them attach at the hips, some of them attach at the thigh, ankle. Very cool. And you can imagine, once you get this information in your brain, you can just start prototyping new designs very quickly, because you can grab from reality, right? Instead of from what other people have been drawing. This. I'm gonna copy this one. Tropiognatus. Or Gnatus. Tropiognatus. Tropiognatus. This looks like a dodo, but it flies. It's like a strange looking dodo.
Are you familiar with...
Wait, I can't hear you. Let's see if it gets fixed.
What?
Okay, can you say it again?
Are you familiar with the Archaeopteryx Pokemon?
I know the Archaeopteryx or Archaeopteryx is a dinosaur, but no. Didn't know it was a Pokemon as well.
There you go.
Let's see, where's my browser? Oh, there you go. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not one of the worst designs I've seen. It's just a little too colorful. I don't know. A little too kind. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. A little too rounded, maybe, but still decent. I guess it's okay-ish. Could have been simplified a little, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to go with like more colorful plumage or something. Because some of them, I mean, some birds do, but
Yeah.
I don't know the extent to which like actual prehistoric birds or pterosaurs actually had colorful plumage, though.
Yeah, that's one very sad thing. Like, we can't really know what the color was, because there is no preservation of pigments, I guess, in fossils. You can probably infer some, but maybe from the place they lived, they inhabited, they can probably infer some sort of coloration, but otherwise I assume it's just a coin toss. It's like, oh, well, let's make it red. Could be any color, really, so.
God, my computer says Windows 10 update. I always get nervous when I get updates.
Ooh.
Windows 10 update. We're giving you Windows 11.
Well, no thanks. I wish I could roll back without losing data. I probably would if I could, but at this point it's too late. Hopefully they're gonna make it a little better over time, but I'm not so sure.
What What happened to Fiddle and Kim? Are you guys making out back there? What's going on?
Maybe they're having a spicy video call. So it's too large now. Beak though. It looks like a dodo, but it's a little more threatening than a dodo. I do wonder though how paleo artists try to figure out the possible coloration of a dinosaur or an extinct animal for what matters.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they cross-reference to like closest ancestors today and come up with something.
Yeah, it could be. This one has got teeth as well. It's like something like this. Yeah, it's got these strange looking wings up till here. Opionatus. It's got something to do with Jaws because of the name, I guess. Like nithology. How do you say that? How do you pronounce that? You know, the doctor that takes care of your proper bite structure. That's not exactly a dentist, but it's more specific. Nithologist, something like that.
Yeah, there is a specific name. You just usually call him an oral surgeon, but
okay.
But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, we do here. We call it like that. Gnathologist. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's even hard to pronounce. That guy that stays at the dentist's place, but it's not a dentist. Alright, cool. This is an interesting shape. Oh, am I still using... Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do about the coloration. I might actually add feathers to this one design that I'm going to do. And I'm probably also going to try to do more of an action pose. I mean, I'm going to do the default, like probably this kind of like standing pose first, and then do some sort of maybe flight or hunt or something. We'll see. Depending on how long I take. Hopefully, I still have a week next week, so
have it dive bomb for fish.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, what else do I have? Let me. Yeah, I wanna try this one. The opted thing, Borneo-opted. Oh god, it's such a strange beak. Although, I mean, if you consider like some exotic birds, they also have very interesting beak structures. Let's see. Oops, no. I wish it. Is there an option in Streamlabs to have it always stay on top? Let's see. Show, keep recording automatically. No, enable, no. Because the default Streamlabs, OBS does. You know, like always stay on top thing. Game overlay, no. Appearance. Should live doc chat on the left side? No. Oh well, never mind for now. I guess it's I need to pan around my reference sometimes, and this is extremely annoying because it sends Streamlabs through the back of it, so I can't see the chat anymore. Oh. Something like this here. kind of, if you see them standing like this, or sitting, I should say, probably, you would not think this thing can fly, because the wings are all like bunched up, contracted, and the head looks really large. You would not exactly think they are able to fly. Not intuitively, at least.
Yeah, they have to have very light bodies and also gigantic wingspans to be able to actually hold that mass.
Yeah.
That's one thing in like fantasy depictions. Whenever they give humans with wings, the wings should always be kind of gigantic if they want to be like physically possible.
Necessarily. But they're magical wings, so I guess it's fine. Also got some Microraptors here in terms of images, and the Morphodon, so, or Dimorphodon. How do you pronounce it? Dimorphodon or Dimorphodon?
Oh, that doesn't matter. I would say Dimorphodon, but because it's like Dimetrodon, right?
Right. Because I heard both of that too, so it's fine. I have to admit, the general image of dinosaurs has changed a lot in the years. Obviously, it's 30 years ago, so it makes sense, but almost 30 years ago. I would say at least 20, since when I was looking at dinosaur books. It has changed, though, considerably. Like, the overall image has changed.
Yeah, I mean, like that's something people go back and talk about Jurassic Park, and they say that the dinosaurs are inaccurate, but like during the time it came out, those were actually pretty accurate to our scientific knowledge at the time. It's just, of course, as paleontology as a field grew, the perception changed, but during the time period, that was the most accurate depiction of dinosaurs, because dinosaurs before Jurassic Park, they were like culturally seen a lot differently. Like they were slow, lumbering beasts, things like that. And it's like, no, Jurassic Park comes out and it's like, look at these velociraptors, or even the T-Rex has some mobility to an extent.
Yeah.
They're not big lumbering beasts.
Definitely not. Even, it's funny because I got some stickers from when, well, I did have some stickers stuck everywhere at my parents' house when I was very small, I think, because I would have not done that otherwise. Of dinosaurs, and they were pre Jurassic Park, I think, because they still had this very large, bloated look. That was not cool. I don't know. I didn't like that look. I think I started liking dinosaurs after Jurassic Park. I'm not sure I liked them before, or not as much in any case. Probably did because I had the stickers, but not as much. As little as I knew, as a small kid.
Unfortunately, the Jurassic Park version of the T-Rex is actually a bit cooler than the real version.
Yeah. Sadly. But it's fine.
The real version. I mean, the Jurassic Park version still has the tiny arms, but they're not like dangling off to the side where they look useless like it is in real life. But
yeah. But I guess they intentionally did not add the lips because they would make it look very much less scary than it is with the teeth sticking out, like I was saying yesterday.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, a dinosaur with lips is not excessively scary, probably. Depends on how it is, but a T-Rex, at this point, the T-Rex is hammered into my head as that thing, so Even if it's wrong, I just think it's really cool. So I'm just gonna keep thinking about the T-Rex as if it was like that. Which is okay, because I'm not a paleontologist. So...
Yeah, you're an artist, so you gotta go with the rule of cool.
You had a lot of phalanges and phalangines and phalangettes. This is like a giant finger with 3 points of articulation. So then us if that is accurate.
I can't look at pictures of dodos and take them seriously anymore. Especially after punching so many in Ark to death.
Yeah, I was about to say, especially not after playing Ark. It becomes a little harder to do. I'm trying to cross-contour this thing to see if I can understand it a little better. I mean, it's a drawing or a painting, so obviously it's clear enough. But still, I want to make sure I understand where things go and in what direction. Actually, I was watching yesterday. I was watching the video of that figurative artist Krant Kushart that I mentioned, and he actually suggests that when first learning how to draw, you should absolutely copy already abstracted things. So just copy from cartoons and copy from very well done abstractions, because it's going to be easier to train your accuracy. You can just put them side by side, like if there is a specific line, and say, okay, this line is wrong. Apparently he used that with his students in Taiwan, so it might be a good idea. It is easier, obviously. It's funny because that's what I was doing, and I was very accurate when I was not quote unquote trained or classically trained. When I was a kid, I was always copying manga and comics and whatnot. So that definitely helps, because I was pretty accurate, and I am generally pretty accurate when I copy. So it might have helped when I did it back then. Although to some degree, you also ingrain some issues from the author if it's not great. Like some shortcuts that might not be ideal, or making I don't know, the head's too small or too large, things like that. Man, I think Kittle and Fim are dead, actually.
I don't know what happened.
Oh. It could be that. Oh, let me see if they posted anything in Discord. No, otherwise it could have been that the chat was actually not working.
Yeah, they would have to be away, because Fiddle would probably message me if there was something wrong. So.
Yeah. Which one, Fiddle? Maybe they're having a fight.
Let's not speculate.
Oh, there you go. He's there.
Yeah, where have you been?
We thought you were dead. Or doing something else.
Naughty. I have people screaming in my ear in Discord. Oh. Are you in a stream, or are you in a chat?
That's a reason. I don't know if I want to draw all these teeth, but I might. Let's see. You gotta be screaming very loud to cover up Chase's voice.
M is one of the people screaming.
Okay, see? They're fighting.
Okay, yeah. Kittle and Fem are fighting everyone.
We should do like in those ridiculous TV shows where people fight on. They pretend to be. Well, it's like the show is court and they're fighting, and then the public takes sides. Like, I think this person is right because this and this and that. My mom used to watch that. I did for a time. Then I got extremely tired of the fact that I actually knew that they were all made up, so it didn't make
Kittle,
it
you
easy
are the
anymore.
father.
Uh, well, nobody said it was you, Kim.
And just because you aren't now doesn't mean you won't be later.
Maybe you don't know yet.
It's not true that they're all made up. If you know the Jerry Springer show, I knew a guy that went on there.
Oh, no, I mean the ones they air here. Those I'm pretty confident they actually are made up because of they're a little strange. They look very constructed. At least the ones they air here. I don't know about there. So that's what I mean when I say that.
Fiddle, you never answered my question. Do you want to play a Rocket League with me and Nemo later?
Also, Kim, if you have it, if you want to play. It's gonna be flat. So. And these are wrong.
I'll go out to eat today because it's a special
Oh,
day.
all right. Today is 11/11. Is it your birthday? Hello, Simon. Welcome to our Pterosaur. Yeah, well, Pterosaur. Strange. I feel like this is missing a part. I should really be back here. I don't know. It's on the illustration though. Okay. Anyway. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Kim. Don't worry. Don't worry. Make the cancel atlas. Oh, well.
I was gonna say that would be weird because today is my brother's birthday.
Oh. Well, happy birthday. It's your brother. Brother. Can I zoom into this thing without going there? Oh, apparently there are different versions of the Boreopters or Borneopters. One is called Genuinopters, something like that, which is even bigger. The beak itself is 0.5 meter, so that's pretty large. It's like almost, what, 2 feet? These are real dinos, yes. Well,
Yeah,
as I said before,
real
these are
dinos.
not technically dinosaurs, they're pterosaurs, but yes, these are real. I should probably write the names here. Or Boreopterid, whatever. Something like that. This one, Propiognathus, and the other is they were, yeah, right. That's what I said before. It's just that when the wings expand, if you see the wingspan, do I have a I do not have it open. But okay, here's one. Like, look at the actual wingspan of this thing. That's a pteranodon, I think, classic or similar. It's a type of pteranodon, and the wingspan is huge. Look at the body. I mean, the body is tiny. And yes, the heads look large, but they're very flat. They're very thin on the, I think it's called sagittal plane. Or transversal. I forgot. So that's why they could fly, because their bones were hollow, so theropods. But they also had air sacs in the body and the giant wings, so that's how they could fly. All right. Yeah, that is awesome. What about this? I first read two-pack. It's Tupandactylus imperator. Technically. Emperor of cheese.
Imperator of cheese.
Actually, let me look it up because I want a better image of this.
When I am declared Emperor of America, that's what they're going to call me, is the Imperator.
Okay. Tupandactylus. This is so weird. Let's see if I can find a better image. Some of these skeletons are so cool. But this is a very, very bad cardboard skeleton, so I'm not interested. This is interesting. Okay. If this is the correct skull, come on, open it. Stupid Wikipedia. Come on. I want to try to share it. Okay. Okay, copy. There you go. So, no, didn't copy. Copy image. I think it's getting stuck. Okay, so see this thing? Look at this crest it has. Now the actual dinosaur apparently had a sail here. So the actual dinosaur looks like this. So that was like a sail. That is so cool. That's what I meant when I was referring to the crests and the various skulls they had. Some of them are so unique. I like this one. Really cool. Really cool idea also. It's weird, but it's cool. I like it a lot. I like how large this thing is compared to the body. It's almost as big as the body is. Or probably is, actually. Like, if I leave this here and I draw on top of it with the... Really draw on top, yeah. By referencing the image, it's probably got the nose somewhere here. And this is all an air chamber. And it's got the eye, obviously. The classic Pteranodon or Pterosaur horn. Hey, Alex. Good evening. It's night here. How big was this one? How big was this one? Let me check on Wikipedia. I don't know. It's his size. It's not mentioned.
Yeah, it says it has a wingspan of 9.8 to 13.1 feet. So about 3 to 4 meters of wingspan.
This one? Jeez.
Yeah, the Tupandactylus.
Okay. So here's a detail. I want this to be a little informative, so not this. So apparently, they figured out it had that kind of crest because of the fossils, right? So they figured out that was.
It's a trap!
It's a trap. Yes. So they figured out that was soft tissue because of the pattern on the fossil, I guess. Very cool.
I want a sail on my head. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna graft a sail and walk around town. I'll look so cool.
Yeah, so cocky.
Oh, hey, Alex, are you doing an entry for the Dinovember?
Dinovember. Man, I like this idea. I'm gonna recycle it probably.
That is one big pile of shit.
Yes. Dino ship? What do you mean dino ship? It's like a dinosaur ship. Yeah, because of the sail, I guess.
Is he talking about shipping dinosaurs like in fan fiction? Is that what he's talking about? Like, I'll ship this with a pterodactyl.
Yes. God, let's get rid of this. Ship Nemo with dinosaurs, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. Like sailboat dinosaur. This one is, apparently. It had a sail.
I don't understand Chase. I don't think anybody does. Not even myself.
I imagine the males of this dino had it. What, the crest? I think all of them because of the shape of the skull. Probably.
It's possible. Yeah, maybe the females had a smaller one, but
Probably could be. Like, no, I'm not gonna say this. Like for humans.
oh, can you repeat the question? Yeah, I was asking, were you going to do a dinosaur design for Nemo's challenge for this month?
Yes. Will you do a dinosaur design for the Nemo quest? I feel like the bone in the front would be easily broken off. If it flew into a tree, hopefully it did. Maybe it did. It is very thin, so it looks fragile. I wonder how they compensated that. I don't know. It looks fragile, yes. I have to concur. It's just fully bendable. I don't see a junction here. Probably not. I don't see how they could. I mean, if there was a joint here, I guess. Like, doesn't look like there was. So let's try to figure out the musculature here, or just draw a ball, which is fine. It's a bird. The eye probably here.
I mean, it's possible that they are very fragile. That's why they're extinct and not around anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily. So we are, just because we are quote unquote winners on several areas, we assume that no mistake can be made. But a lot of animals have or had traits that went, extinct because they were not good. So this is probably one of the things that was not a good idea. Hey, you know what? Existence, probably having very thin bones sticking out of nowhere is not a good idea. And so, well, the next ones had, I don't know, something like this, or this was all bone, right? So,
Well, I'm doing some.
Yeah.
I was going to say I'm doing some reading, and it says that the small bony crests were made up of a larger structure made of keratinous material. So, the crests themselves were kind of similar to horns, like a rhino's horn is made of keratin. So it's probably like the same durability as like a rhino's horn would be.
All right. You mean the thin crest or the whole thing? The growth thing, like a
I think
giant nail.
the thinner crest, not the sail.
Okay.
Obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been extremely heavy, I guess. So this is called Tupandactylus.
Pandactylus.
Yeah, Tupandactylus. Or Tupac Dactylus. Yo. Tupac.
No, not Tupac Dactylus. It's throwing up gang signs.
Yeah.
That'd be hard to do with those fingers.
I assume. Meat? Probably not a lot of meat on these. I would say mostly. What's this? Oh, this is interesting. This is the finger. This is absolutely the finger. Jeez, what a strange position. So I guess the wing was attaching here. And here. This is like a sticking back finger. Yeah?
Can you guys smell rain? Well, I can. Actually.
Yeah, I can. I can tell when it's about to rain. Or in any case, when it rains, it smells different. So. Something. It's here. And apparently they had one membrane across the legs too, attaching to the ankle. Smaller. Man, I'm so not good at drawing like super small thin bones. Oh well, unfortunately I crossed the Quetzalcoatlus, so it's fine. Really cool. And in this depiction has feathers, so apparently this one had feathers. I found that skeleton on Wikipedia, Alex. I should probably emphasize the actual rest a little bit. But this is such a cool design idea for made-up creatures. Like, if you didn't see this, you would never think about it being a thing. So, like the fact that it's got a sail on the head, that's so cool. So freaking cool. Finger was here, so this probably attaches back here. Oh yeah, I did this membrane as well. Something like that. It's basically traced, but let's pretend it's constructed. This is a membrane, and it's got I assume it's got some sort of tail, but not necessarily. Wikipedia only has 2 images of this. Well, no, not only 2. Oh, look! So, there are variations of this. One looks like a chicken. Apparently. So, there you go. No, not Dinopedia. Wikipedia. A Pterodostro. I don't know what that is. Simon says his nose gets dry before it rains. This one is also pretty interesting as a variation. I don't know where they took these illustrations. They should. Dmitry Bogdanov. Okay. Yeah, see how all these various parts interact. That's just so cool. I like this one. I really like this one actually, because you can play around like the sail area doesn't necessarily need to be like that. It could be any sort of. It could even be like this, so you don't know.
That picture looks like a Disney character.
Yeah.
Looks like something from The Lion King.
Yeah. The same
You
is
look up
made from the same material as the fingernails.
not the
No,
sail, the
the
crests.
stick, like this thing here, the stick there, and probably this as well. Let's move forward. Pteranodon is boring. Yeah.
I looked up that Pterodaustro that Nemo was talking about. It's like a ancient pelican. It's got like the big pelican, like the underbeak where it gulps things up.
Yeah. Zungaripterus, I guess, is also pretty cool. Or Nicosaurus.
Nyquilsaurus? It's a
Nito.
sleepy dinosaur? Oh.
No, not Narco. Oh, it's
No, it's
Nycto.
NyQuil.
Apparently it's Nycto. Not like Nike. Oh, this is also pretty weird. Like, this... Oh, right. This one is the one with an antler. This is also extremely strange. Like, if you take the... Oh, come on, a bigger one, please. Hey, look at this thing. It's like a natural antenna. That is weird. Probably for flying again.
Or he's trying to get a signal on his TV.
Wait, I want to see this one in the chat. Pterodaustro. Oh, this is also cool. Jeez. Those look like those. Let's call them whale teeth that whales have. On the one Phil posted. Yeah, those things they have. This one's also the Nyctosaurus. Let's see if I can actually draw it in another pose, because it's very flat there. So I'm gonna go for the standard pose for this as well. So the neck seems to be shorter. I don't have space though. So it's got the usual body. So the body's like a light bulb, basically. One of the old light bulbs, obviously. Oh, right. Nobody probably knows them anymore. So for Kittle and Finn, who are extremely young, we used to have something named light bulbs. They were actually made filled with gas and had a film inside, and they had this light bulb shape. Sorry, there you go.
I'm pretty sure that they still have light bulbs.
I hope they know what it is. And I'm pretty sure they do, because we have LED light bulbs, but they used to be different. Right, fellas? This is bigger than the body. So sternum. Wish I had an actual complete skeleton to draw from, but I don't. So, okay, usual. This is short, and this is probably also short. So this is standard wing. This is so, given that strange shape of the skull, let me pull it up again. It's going up a little. Oh, apparently this part is empty, so I should go back. And then it goes up straight from here. That is very very impractical as a prop. No wonder they went extinct. Jeez. Oh wait, that's the bottom, alright. Oops.
I kind of like it as a creature idea, though. Especially if you added like more branches and made it look like a crown or something. That would be cool.
Oh, it's super cool, but cool and practical. Like, usually cool. Practical. So.
Practical.
Practical. It's practical. It's practical. Apparently, so okay, there's an indent sort of thing in the bottom of the skull, so it's like this. So it's probably for some softer tissue that was like here, something like that. The nasal cavity. See how different they are, though. Like this one's got a super long beak. And, well, they all have long beaks, actually. No, but I was looking at something, like this one, sorry, not just the beak, but the nasal cavity, basically. Like, this one starts in front of the beak, like, towards the end. And this one is, like, just here. And stops here. So that's interesting to see. It was probably for, I don't know, weight balance reasons, maybe. Yeah, this one is another that they imagine as something like this. So with a third complete sail, which is a pretty neat idea, actually. A dinosaur with a central sail as well. So not just two, but three, which is a similar idea to the previous one, but even cooler in my opinion, because this would be like an actual full sail. The depiction I have here, or I have a couple, they have it like this only, but it seems so weird that it wouldn't continue, like at least a little bit. So maybe like this. That would be an interesting dinosaur.
Maybe there's just a dinosaur that's an entire sail, like the whole creature is a sail. Nemo would love that.
I mean, given how small the bodies are, they kind of are. giant membranes, basically. I did have. I lost it because I had one of the images was actually. Oh, there you go. It's this one? Yeah. I mean, if you take this image here, it's just wing. Just look at how big the wing is. They give it a sort of a butterfly pattern here, which is also cool. But if you imagine this thing, it's not drawn.
That's so stupid looking.
Yeah, it is, but obviously, I mean, I would imagine it had. I don't know why it's not.
The thing has a giant L on its forehead. It knows it's a loser.
Yeah. I would imagine that thing has a membrane there. Maybe not, but that would be incredibly stupid. I don't know. It probably did have something. I'm not a paleontologist. I'm just assuming design-wise it makes sense that they do or did. Because just having that's extremely impractical. There is no purpose in that. So it's got to have some sort of purpose. Probably. Hopefully. No, I'm going to try it with the sail because I like the idea. I cannot envision it without a sail there. And I like sails and membranes. That would be like flying. It would be something like, let's see. Oh, I actually have an image of it flying, so I can just add the. So this is attached to the thigh, the wing. So if this is the flying body, no, smaller like this. Man, they were really thin. It's the head. It's got a very strange flying pattern, so something like this. Be something like this, then, or if this goes backwards, even better. I mean, you see it from the front when it's flapping down. It's something like this. It's cool. I would think it's pretty cool. I don't know. Seems interesting to me. I like the idea of a giant middle sail. Even bigger than that. That's big enough already, but this is huge. Or imagine this one. This one also had it like that. So cool.
Nemo is a big fan of sails and membranes, if you're not aware.
Yes. Well, it's because you can design a lot of that. You can basically make it do whatever you want. So depending on the shape you give it, like I said before, it could be like this or this or this. Probably not, but maybe. It could be like this. Anything in between. So a lot of design opportunities. All right, let's try another one. Thalassodromius. Something to do with the sea, probably. Because thalassa is in Greek is sea, something like that.
Yeah, it is.
Thalassodromius.
There's a thalassophobia, which is being afraid of the ocean.
It's funny how they put together images here. It's like, oh, here's a housewife from the 50s next to a dinosaur. Like, why do you choose this kind of image to put it next to a dinosaur? That's kind of ludicrous to me. I don't know.
Well, you gotta compare, right? Like, which one do you want to marry?
Dinosaur, probably. I mean, from the 50s, maybe the woman, I guess. Yeah.
True.
From the 50s, I would say, yeah, woman.
Depends. How traditional is the dinosaur?
Yeah. It's just that people in the 50s were much more reliable, probably. Can I get a better image of this Thalassodromius? Oh, apparently it's in Jurassic World Evolution too.
I think every dinosaur is.
How many do they have?
There's just a bunch.
I'm curious about the game, but I don't know. There are a few things that are not so well done. Oh, it's in Ark as well. The dino was still the girl. Well, it depends. What if it's a female dinosaur? Not a good image of this.
Well, maybe he means he'll steal your girl and then eat her.
Oh, that could be as well. Well, no. I'm just gonna cover the head of this. But I want skull. Okay, see, like for the Thalassodromeus, apparently, the whole crest was bone. Interesting.
They had a Dominion expansion pack where they added the Pyroraptor and the Dimetrodon. And the Pyroraptor has feathers and nothing else does. So that's weird.
That is very weird.
I mean, I guess it did in the movie, but...
It did in the movie, but it's just that there wasn't enough time to appreciate all these designs because, like, the Pyroraptor lasted, I don't know, 4 minutes? 5? Maybe? I'm exaggerating, probably less than that. Just a couple minutes, maybe. So it was sad that there wasn't. One of the good things about Jurassic Park is that there was a specific number of dinosaurs that were introduced, and then you would see them recurring in the movie so that you could learn about them, right? But in Dominion, you just get introduced to a huge number of dinosaurs, and then you don't see them again. And it's also a waste of budget because you have to model them, texture them, animate them, make sound effects for them. So it's not worth it to do that. It's a waste, and it's a real waste because it would be interesting to see. Like I would have loved to see the Pyroraptor do something more than just nothing, as it did. Also, because there was no explanation, like, oh, what's this? Where's this dinosaur coming from? Because it was clearly not in the engine project. So where's it coming from? It's just there, it's chilling near a frozen lake for some reason, and it can swim faster than a shark, despite having feathers. There are not, feathers like the ones of a penguin, so they're not made for swimming. But hey,
that happens in the movie?
Yes.
That's really stupid.
It is. Those feathers are definitely not made for diving. But it's like super fast. It's faster than a shark. Literally, like if a shark would not be that fast. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But I think it would have to have a different type of coat like penguins have to swim faster. Like they obviously they're pretty fast in water, penguins, but they have a specific coat for that. So it's not just normal feathers. Where is the orbital cavity? Oh, it's probably here. I mean, I guess the eye is like around here. So it connects back here. And it is something like this. Usual form, probably, yeah. Oh, way shorter neck, actually. Short neck. But this one.
So when you did the Alicanto design for the desert back, what birds did you look at as a basis for that?
Condors and man, what's the name of that bird? The scavenging one.
Vulture?
Vulture, yeah. Mainly. And then it just made it up, basically.
Yeah, I didn't know if you looked at any dinosaurs because it had some dinosaur
No. I just made it
features.
up, basically. Yeah, it's basically just made up. Mostly just made up. Yeah, it kind of looks like a bit of a dinosaur. Hola and viewers. After here, it's a giant middle finger, basically.
It hates the world.
Yeah. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably the stance would have to be one of. Okay. Yeah, it looks decent. This is extremely good for as a reference for for dragons also, like the way these things fold their wings. It's much better to draw from pterosaurs than it is to draw from bats, probably. Although I get it, the bats have the whole segmenting thing. It's cooler, but I do prefer the way that pterosaurs are built in terms of wing design. And it's also an alternative take, right? It's not like everybody does that. So you could have a dragon that's a little more like, it's got this sort of wing that's a little more straight. Something like that. It's a little cooler maybe than the normal, traditional bat wing.
Yeah, because I've noticed a lot of modern dragon designs nowadays, they'll have the 4 legs, but the front legs will be integrated into the wings. So like
Yeah.
when it's perched on the ground, it kind of has a similar pose to this one.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the sort of more traditional designs give them the 4 legs and then just the wings on the back. But
yeah,
I like this design style too.
You could have both in any case. Like you'd have 4 limbs and 6 limbs in total still, and have this. Like you could prop itself on the both the front legs and then put these down, like in a threatening stance or something. That would also be interesting. That's one of the designs I think sent over for the Komaryu with the wings in this position. I'm pretty sure I did.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure I did. There's some sort of bone here. Oh, it's like there is a bone structure that goes back here and then something like that here. Obviously, these do not need to be 100% accurate. It's just my silly interpretation. Still, something that might be. There you go, back membrane as well. And foot. That is wyvern. A dragon has 4 legs plus 2 plus wings. Yeah. Usually called wyvern.
But I know that it's a wyvern, but what I was saying is there are modern dragon designs that integrate the front legs into the wings. in a way that's not really a wyvern either. Because wyverns are usually just like the two limbs on the bottom and then wings.
Yeah. Oh, the Morphodon. They gave it like puffin coloration in this image I have for some reason. I don't know why this is a puffin. It looks kind of ludicrous. I mean, it's possible, but probably wouldn't make it look like a puffin. Unless you want to make the knight of the bloodthirsty puffins. That was your well actually moment of the day. Okay. Oh, I have those all the time. Don't worry. All the freaking time. Oh, some of these interpretations are really cool. Like this zealous bee on DeviantArt. Really interesting take on the Thalassodromeus. Very funny. Look kind of dorky, but it's funny. Interesting. It's possible. Yeah, they're all possible designs. Yeah, okay, so the Morphodon. I've got the skeleton with the Morphodon here. So let's see if I can use this. Some have space. There you go. I'm gonna go a little smaller. So it's something seen from the. Man, I haven't done that dynamic sketching course enough. It was it's a course on CGMA. It was originally made by Peter Han, and it was there was a lot about sketching bones, like from museums and stuff. I didn't do it enough. I took the course with another teacher, but I realized I didn't do it enough because I'm not good at drawing bones. Let's start from the bone and the skeleton. Let's see if we can. Kind of looks like a rat with a giant dinosaur head pasted on it.
Yeah, some of them kind of look like that. Like the one I was talking about earlier looked like a frog with like bat wings. It was very interesting.
Yeah. Okay, let me add some volume to it maybe. Yes, this seen from the. No, this is the back, not the top. Oh man, this one's complicated. I thought it would be easier to draw from the bones, but turns out it's not. Okay, so apparently the Morphodon had this like sideways stance with the arms, or they put it in this pose, so I assume it is somewhat accurate. And then a rib cage of some sort. That's very small. Something like this. And the usual legs. Well, you can kind of tell we're all related because the legs also look pretty much like a mammal. Not very different, really. Tail is longer. Right? It should be long, sort of a thing. Like a larger thing. At the end. Like a, I don't know. That. And the wings are going up. So from here. It's too long. Oh, 6:30, geez, didn't notice. I like drawing dinosaurs. Okay, never mind, I'm gonna leave it at that. So let's see if I can find someone to raid real quick. Real quick. Otherwise, we'll just close here. It's going to be fine. Do you have anyone in mind, Chase?
Well, there's a VTuber. You don't want to raid her.
No. Let's see Jurassic. I'm gonna look at Jurassic Evolution 2. Although these are kind of neurotic vows. Sorry. Let me see this real quick. Is he talking? He's got a cam, so he might be talking. Oh, I've got
As soon as I click a screen, I get an ad. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I? We might raid this guy. I mean, it looks like he might be talking. Let's try this guy.
Okay.
Just cause. And
yeah,
see how it goes.
I went to a stream and it gave me an ad, and after the ad, they started speaking in German. So let's not go there.
Oh, in German? Neurotic vows?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
No, not that. Another one.
Oh, okay. This one is writing in English, so I assume it's in English. Okay, let's start the raid. So, okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Tomorrow we have the almighty wacky design challenge, so no dinosaurs. We're gonna go back to the normal one, and we're gonna start designing our own Pterosaur on Monday. Okay. All right. Thanks everybody for joining today and keeping us company. And I will see you tomorrow, same time. Take care.